Welcome to the dark chapters of history where the most joyful moments hide the deepest horrors. December had only just arrived when it happened. I was just 10 years old, still completely naive about the world outside. Every year, the moment December started, and the snow began to fall, my family and I would rush out into the fresh morning white wed, spend the entire weekend building snowmen, snow forts, and having massive snowball fights. But one year, something horrific happened that ruined Christmas forever. Friday, before the first weekend of December, we were all buzzing with excitement about the snow coming the next day and our big plans. I went to bed that night, barely able to sleep, staring out my window as snow slowly covered everything in the silence. I heard faint shuffling outside, and the soft crunch of boots on snowed sounded like it was coming from our garden. Figured someone was just enjoying the snow early, and soon after, I fell asleep. Next morning, I jumped out of bed, threw on every layer I had, and raced downstairs with my sister and dad. Mum would join later after her linni. Grabbed the keys, twisted the lock, swung open the back door, and there was nothing. No jest. Pathetic little clumps on wet grass. Our hearts. And Dad tried to stay positive. Oh, no snow, it's all right. Let's put on a film, more will come later. But I noticed strange lines in the grass, like the snow had been scraped away on purpose. That night, same routine, lying in bed, watching light snow fall, hearing the crunching. Outside again, this time louder. The snow was too thick to see anything. I crossed my fingers and begged it to stay. Morning came, same excitement turning to dread as we opened the door. Again, almost no snow, just those same weird lines in the soaked grass. Dad said the same optimistic line, but I was staring at the marks. Dad, why are there lines in the grass? Probably just how it melted. Another movie day. That evening, pitch black outside. We were all on the sofa when suddenly Bianchi something slammed against the window. My sister screamed. We all jumped. A circle of snow was melting down the glass. A snowball. Dad told Mum to take my sister to the back of the room. He crept to the window, nose against the glass, peering into the dark. His face went wheat. I looked too. There was a man standing outside, grinning like a maniac, holding another snowball. Ad opened the window and yelled, "What the hell do you think you're doing, Wev? Got kids in here? Leave now, or I'm calling the police." The man just stood there smiling, then slowly raised his hand and pointed straight at me. Dad slammed the window, called the police. The guy never moved, just kept staring and grinning. Police arrived, went outside, he was gone, but then we found it behind the shed. A perfect man-made igloo, all arsena. From the last 2 nights he'd stolen. I had been in our garden, feet from our house, watching us. We still checked the entire garden every December. Christmas is now poisoned with fear. Christmas is supposed to be joy and peace, but sometimes it's when the worst things happen. I was just a kid. I couldn't defend myself, couldn't run away, couldn't call police. I depended completely on my parents that Christmas. They almost failed me presents. Food Santa, yeah, I liked that stuff. But with a young family and mostly adults, the kids' holiday turned into a boring grown-up dinner. After eating, I went to the dining room to play alone. That's when it started. I swear I saw a shadow flash past the window. I went closer, nothing, then suddenly right up against the wall glass, a man in a terrifying demon mask with a huge evil grin. He tapped the window slowly and pointed toward the front door. He backed away. He tilted his head like he was disappointed, then walked toward the front door. Seconds later, bang bang, B&G. Dad, that'll be Henry with the beer. I'll get it. Me. Dad, don't it s, not Uncle Henry. There's a man in a demon mask. Dad laughed, already a bit drunk. Josh, stop trying to scare you. Opened the door. It actually was Uncle Henry. Everyone laughed at me. Said I, watch Too many horror movies. I was terrified, so I went upstairs to my room, locked the door, and barricaded it with a chair. Midnight came for fireworks, started dozing off BANG. Bang bang on my door. Josh, come down fireworks. Looked out my bedroom window. Mum, Dad, uncles, grandparents, everyone was outside watching the sky light up. So who the hell was at my door? Kid opened the door. Just one too tall kid was him. The mask. I get out. He'll tell my parents so you don't want to do. The till be very angry. I opened the till window and screamed, Dad, Mum, help Sumians in the HOC. They panicked, tried the back door locked from inside. The voice behind the door got louder. I told you I'd be angry. You know what I did to the other kids. So I strangled them. Watched the life leave their eyes. Same gonna do the same to youth. Door started splintering. Wood cracking. He kept talking. I've been watching you for weeks. School, Stephen's house, swimming. I could have killed you any time. I wanted Christmas to be special. Dad smashed a window downstairs, climbed in, ran up. The banging stopped, but the voice whispered through the door, next time I see you, little boy, you're going to suffer then. Silence. Dad burst in. Police camped. The backyard door had been locked from inside during the fireworks. Squashed. Planned it perfectly. They caught him in February. Called himself the Grinch. Bodies of other boys buried in his yard. He just wanted to be famous for something horrificium. An adult, now still in therapist. Dream about him every night. What would have happened if I hadn't barricaded the door? He's in prison for life, but he's still with me always. Will buy. I'm not sure what I was thinking signing up for that anonymous Secret Santa online. I was lonely after a brutal breakup. Just wanted someone to think of me for once. Pathetic. I know the package arrived small. Black box. I opened it and found dozens of photos of me, some old from when I was still married to my cheating ex, some brand new me decorating the Christmas tree in my pajamas, some taken when I was home alone crying on the couch, some of me sleeping. No note, just dates on the back, some smudged. I realized many were taken from inside the house. Then I heard the front door clazied. Forgotten. I never got my key back from Pat after the divorce. Hey honey, don't worry, it's just your Secret Santa. His voice coming up the stairs here. Mum told me you were lonely, said you never got over me. I'm here to make things right. 3 knocks on the bedroom door. Our old special Nakai opened the window. Freezing wind. Second floor, ground covered in ice, but I didn't care anymore. I stood on the ledge and jumped just like the cat he threw out years ago. I just hoped I'd land on my feet.